I don't like it. I love it, love it, love it. Uh-oh. Forgot to plug it in. Good morning. I can see someone already. I can't find the words. I don't like it. Oh, I love it. Hey, Bailey. Okay, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Michelle House. Hi. I'm Michelle House from Rich Living. Hey, Jenny. Morning, Elise. Morning, yay. Hey, Justine. Hey, Melly. Okay. Robin, there you are. I love it, love it, love it. It is, Melinda, it is. Oh, no. It's all right, Holly. It was a good one. It's all in there. Hey, Lyndall. I don't like it. Who's high-vibing? Yeah, love hearts. How do you do that? Woo! Alrighty, let me turn that down. Let me turn that down. I don't want to. Hang on, I'm turning it down. Hey, slowly turning it down, slowly. That was a massive drive for you yesterday, Holly. I can imagine, I can imagine. Everybody's kind of arriving back home, getting back into their groove, getting things happening again in their lives. It's the new year, all that. I saw this great post the other day saying February is the new January, which I just laughed at because kind of is, isn't it? January's, especially when you've got kids, they're still all at home. Hello there, Sharon. Hey, Sharon, nice to see you. Yes, 5:55 Brisbane, Queensland time. Hi, Donna. Hi, Donna. Okay. Hey, Joe. Nice to see you. So, hello and welcome. I'm Michelle House from Rich Living, which is all about your money and your life. And welcome to High Vibes at 5:55. So, thank you for saying hi. I really like to see you all there. Where's everybody from? I think we've got quite a lot of people from Australia. I'm wondering if we've got anyone from overseas watching this morning. Had lots of overseas people last week. So, while you just all quickly say hello to each other, I'm just going to pop over and do some high-tech stuff. I really need to be sharing this live. So what happens is the live comes up on my screen and then I go grab it. It's supposed to happen. I go grab it and then I come back and I share it into the Rich Living Room, which is a private group that I've set up with people where we talk about stuff like your money and your life. So if you got your playbook, you would know all about that group. If you didn't get your playbook, I'll post a link to that as well. So just hold on 1 second. Let me not listen to myself, grab the link and we'll get cracking. How did everybody go with yesterday's talk about, yesterday's 5:55, all about money and abundance? I actually got lots and lots of questions yesterday, which was interesting, was so interesting. There we go, I'm live in the living room. So I'm going to go through and address some of those questions with you today. Loving the playbook. Okay, anybody who didn't get the playbook, doesn't know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, pop it in the comments and I'll put the link after this video. You can go over and get the playbook and that will pop you over into the Rich Living Room. All right, excellent. So good morning, Brisbane. Yay, Brisbane. Awesome. Sunshine Coast. Jenny, I saw your beautiful picture this morning about having a cup of tea and watching the sunrise on the beach. And you know, and it was so hot here in Brisbane. If you don't have air conditioning, I actually woke up freezing. I know, spoilt brat. But if you don't have air conditioning and it's hard and you're doing the tossing and the turning, and Jenny was saying, instead of just tossing and turning and fighting the sleep, she got up earlier and went and watched this beautiful, beautiful sunrise. The dollars are flowing for me, Elise. Whoop, whoop. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Lisa. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So I just quickly also want to check, if you didn't get the playbook, you won't be getting my emails. So yesterday there was an email that went out to everybody. If you didn't get that email, can you please let me know? But the email is all about the upcoming Alchemy of Intention Setting program, and I'm just going to talk about that briefly because last night we had our Q&A session with the group, and interestingly, what we were talking about in the 555 yesterday morning came up again in the group last night, and it's all about that the question of how do I have abundance? How do I have wealth? How do I have money in my life? And I want to address that in today's 555, but I also want to let you know that the Alchemy of Intention Setting program is all about the how. It's all about tuning into what your intention really is for your life. Is it your intention, or is it something that your mum told you when you were a kid and now you're living it according to her? It's getting rid of all of that, getting rid of the limiting self-beliefs, getting rid of the doubt, and moving forward and actually living your rich life. Yes, sometimes it's about money, sometimes it's about relationships, sometimes it's about health, but it's about getting clear about you and your purpose. Hello, 22 is my magic number right now. 22 viewers. Hello. There's the intention setting is actually part of the program that is starting on the 28th of January, Justine. So the Q&A is actually for the group at the moment. So if you want to be involved in the intention setting program, I'll pop the link up with that. Anyway, enough about that because I really want to talk to you about what happened yesterday. I'll talk a little bit more about the program at the end and give you some more details, okay? Breathe. All right, hang on, I need a drink of water. Love you loads. Right. High fives. Okay, so yesterday I got questions like, how do you practice it? I'm stuck. I'm grateful for being healthy, a roof over our heads, happy kids and all that. And I'm open for more wealth. It won't fall into my lap, I know. But how do I open myself up for more action? So one of the clues here for me in this question is how many times the how is written. Because as human beings, we get so stuck on how am I going to make it happen? How am I going to make $1,000? How am I going to make the rent? How, that when we're sitting in that feeling, it's like a little bubble of how, that possibility of other things that you haven't thought of yet can't get in. So it's really important that you set your intention and your desire. So let's talk about money. Your desire is to have a wealthy life. Your desire actually isn't to have a wealthy life. Why wealth? What does wealth bring to you? What's the feeling? You know, for me, I like having money in my life because it gives me choice, it gives me freedom, it gives me security. That's all I can think of right now. It gives me those things. But that's different to wealth, right? So it's the feelings that are the feelings that are the desired feelings is what I'm looking for. Yes, wealth is health. Health is wealth. Love is wealth. Love is health. So what is the desired feeling that you want when you say, I want money, I want abundance, I want wealth? Tune into that. But then what happens is, yes, you can sit there and say, I'm open to it. But really you have this limiting belief in your mind or some self-doubt that pops in and goes, how long are you going to freaking sit around and wait for this shit to start dropping? Or yes, I can see you taking action. It's not happening. That little question in your head is your other voice that's holding you back, that voice will always be with you until you flatline it. So when nobody's flatlining here, we're all alive, right? So you need to just put that baby over in the corner and talk about and stay with what your soul desires. So let me just lean forward for a moment. Just excuse me. Oh my goodness. My intention is to have a tidy office today. Okay, so in the intention setting process, we go through 7 stages, and on the 7th stage, it's about I am. So you might start up here with, I know what I want. I know I want wealth. But as you go through the process, there's questions, there's doubts, there's limiting beliefs, there's gratitude, there's love, there's all of these things that we go through and clean up to finally get to a statement, which is I am, which is what I think Sharon just said by affirming. But this statement is true for me because I've done all the work to get to the statement. me reading a statement from, I actually have one on my wall from Louise Hay, which says, I am organized and productive, I am energetic, and I enjoy getting my life in order. Now, when I read that, all I hear is Louise Hay's voice. I don't hear my voice. I hear Louise Hay and I go, right, that's affirming. Okay, yeah, keep affirming, keep affirming. However, this one is I've created my affirming statement, my I am, and it's mine. So there is no other voice. There's just mine. And my I am statement is I am inspirational. I attract people that are inspired by my teachings. They are open-minded and willing participants who are ready for me. I attract people willing to invest in their lives financially. I'm a magnet for people who want to live a joy-filled, happy and prosperous life. That's my I am statement. And it gives me goosebumps because I did all of the clearing of the limiting beliefs and the self-doubt to get me to my statement. So if you're looking for a how, do the Alchemy of Intention Setting program, but stop focusing on how. Okay? Let it unfold. Everything is unfolding in your life perfectly. Again, I think I was talking about this yesterday. I had lots of Q&As going on with different groups yesterday, but I'm pretty sure it was in this one. Yes, Robin, emotionally attached to it. You know, your emotions, you move yourself with emotion when you read your own I am statement. When you read an affirmation that you've got from a book or from a card, I've got Goddess cards and I've got all of the Esther Hicks cards and all kinds of cards to remind me of things, but it's not until I get to my I am statement that it's meaningful and that I surrender to the how. It's in the surrender. And I wrote this one a month ago, and let it go. And I think you're all aware that I'm working on this big launch that's happening in February. And there's a whole lot of statistical information and marketing information and numbers to be met and targets to reach going on in the background that I sometimes dip in and look at because I'm curious actually to see if it's working. And it is working. I'm 67%. That was on Monday, so I'm probably past that now. I'm 75% towards my goal, which I need to reach by the end of February. So, and I say goal, and it's not even a goal, it's an intention. My intention is to be inspiring. And how that occurs, I don't know. I didn't plan to do 555s. That just happened and it feels good. I did talk about this yesterday. That just happens and it feels good. I didn't plan to do the Alchemy of Intention Setting program and share it with people. It was kind of something I was just doing for myself. And one day I went, I wonder if other people would enjoy this and get something out of it. And that's what's happening. So my life is unfolding perfectly because I've taken the hands off the wheel. I've taken the hands off the wheel. I know that I'm being cared for. I know that the universe has my back. I trust and have so much faith and knowing, like it's, I know that I know that I know. And I've heard that somewhere before. I can't remember. May even have been Oprah. You get to that place of unwavering doubt. Unwavering doubt. You have said to me 12 months ago, Michelle, I think you should do a show and you should be inspirational. I would have gone, really? I should be inspirational? It's not I should be. It's just that I am, right? I choose to be. Yes, of course I choose to be inspirational. But in that feeling of being inspired, because I'm inspired by seeing you guys show up every day, by the way. Yes, let go and let God, or die, or spirit, or universe. And die, divine intelligence, or my mum, whichever one. I know things that I don't know that I know. That's my thing. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. So, there was another one from a lady who's doing the current round of the intention setting program. And it was about wanting to do something, but then knowing how much things were going to cost, how much income she may lose because she's not working while they're away on their holiday. It's all how. It's all those little details. You don't have to worry about those details till you get there. Yes, you know that you've got to have a passport because you're going overseas. Yes, you know that, you know that, right? Okay, so universe, show me, how am I going to make this happen? Show me what's next. Not how am I going to make this happen. I'm just talking about not saying how, and then I said how. NLP people would have a fit with me today. But I know you all know what I mean, right? It's not about how can I make this happen. Even when you think about it, it feels forced. It feels masculine. It feels heavy. There's nothing wrong with masculine, by the way, but it's a heaviness that for me doesn't work. It's the feminine flow and the feminine letting go. You know, as women, I'm pretty sure I've got all women on here today, we're really good at taking our hands off sometimes. Sometimes we're not. But when we do take our hands off and go with our flow, that is where the magic happens. Miracles, bloody miracles, you know, and I'll say it again, I've had 3 babies. I did not instruct those babies on what to do at what week and what fingernails, when to grow fingernails, when to grow hair, time for feet. I didn't. Something else did that. So it's in that we have it already. That's the force, people. That's the force, good force, not bad force. Good force, right? The divine intelligence, the universe, source, innate source. That. Let's just surrender to that. You know, I'm looking out at my roses and I'm reminded of my friend Karen Smith, who talks about what makes the rose bloom. You know, what's making the petals open? Not standing out there opening them all one by one. The universe is making that happen every day. Yeah? Awesome. All right, my loves. That was a big one. Oh yeah, talk about the program. Sorry. So program, 28th of January. This is the last time that it's being offered online in this format. Please hear that. I've had a couple of messages saying, are you going to do that? Can I do the next one? No, there is no next one. There is no next one. This is the 3rd one that I've done at the end of every month, and this is it. This is the final one, okay? So if you want to do that, jump on and book into that now, because the pre-work information starts going out next week, and you need to do the pre-work so that you get the most out of the program. There's an online VIP group which I spoke about earlier, and you can stay in that group. And people that did the first lot of intentions did it again in the 2nd month, and they're getting ready to do their 3rd, because there's always intentions about something to be set. So it's an ongoing thing. You get to be in there and you get to be in energy and the vibe. It's $97. That's not going to break your bank. It's not $97, and there'll be freedom found for you. Why is it the final one? It's being offered in a different format, Bailey. So you're used to doing it a particular way. We've actually, because I still want to be able to give people, as this grows, I still want to be able to give people the personal experience. So I need to do it in a different way. So the VIP group is for the people that have done the intention setting program, okay? So that, yes, I will post the link. I wonder if I can do that right now. I wonder. I will post the link. I'm going to search for it, so excuse my eyes while I just divert for a sec. The other option is, if you are in Brisbane, that weekend I'm going to do a live workshop. So it'll be an immersion. It'll be a big 2 days, because we're going to process some stuff and really move some stuff, and you'll come out with more than one intention, if you know what I mean, because and again, you'll have the process, and you can take the process with you forever. Okay, so I have just worked out how to do that, Justine. Hang on 1 second. I just go there, and where am I? I'm on the Rich Living page. Okay, anything else I need to tell you? Oh, I do need to tell you that the bookings for the live one close on Tuesday. Okay, that was the most important thing. They close on Tuesday. And here is the link. Oh my goodness, Justine, there we go. I need somebody on here with me in the mornings posting links. Any volunteers? All right, I hope that covers everything for you this morning. I'm also going to post the link to subscribe, and yeah, look out for your emails. The bigger program that I'm talking about is that's being launched in February. You'll start to see emails about that and how you can get in as a foundation member of that program, because the price that that's being offered at is one-off, will never be that, never be that price again. All right, now I can see, I'm sorry Lisa, I can just see your message. Hang on a second. I feel like I'm stuck at a crossroads. I've put in the graft to move forward and improve my life. Effort, maybe. Oops, dumb autocorrect. To move forward and improve my life, but still not sure which route to take. Kind of lost faith and times are hard. And, you know, times are hard. I've had tough times. If you haven't, you know, I have to remember that people, not everybody knows my story. That I've had massive success in my own business, in a recruitment business when I was really young, when I was 24. So massive financial success and career success. And then I've had family success and parenting success, all of these wonderful successes. And there was a time where I was $75,000 in consumer debt and had no idea how I was going to get out of it. And, you know, the walls were closing in on me. It was awful. It was, I'd wake up in the middle of the night and wonder what was going to happen. Were we going to have to sell our house? Should we sell the cars first? What are we going to do? School, blah, like everything. It's such an awful, awful, hard burden. It's a burden. And I really had to just keep inviting into my life anything that was going to help me get through that. Now, from a money perspective, it's really hard to do any emotional and intentional work when there's practical shit that's got to get done. So there's practical bills need to be paid, creditors need to be called, money needs to be moved from bank accounts, things might need to be sold. There's all that practical aspect. So you do need to take care of that. And then there is the emotional and the intentional is available to you once that practical stuff has, you know, settled, if that makes sense. So I get you and I hear you about losing faith and trust, but my question is, have you completely surrendered? Because for me, it was in the surrender that and the backing off that it was almost like everything just crumbled away and got sorted. I was watching Bruce Almighty. Jim Carrey is my favorite person in the whole entire world. Yes, because he's funny, but also because I love his mind. He has a brilliant, brilliant mind. And one day, cup of tea, Jim, if you're watching. So his movie, Bruce Almighty, there's actually, go watch it. And watch it from a different space. Watch it from a what can I learn from this movie that Michelle's talking about, rather than I need to be entertained, okay? Because there's a part in there where his life's all going to shit and he thinks that he can be God and he can solve everybody's problems, and he gets overwhelmed and everything's going to shit. And he's standing on the road and he throws his arms back and he goes, I don't know what I want. Tell me what I want. I surrender. And that's it. That's it. We get so hooked on what we think we want that we don't know what we want. You know, we need to surrender and go, show me the way. Show me the way. Because that's what we did when we were babies growing inside our mummies' tummies. We were surrendering to it. And then we get born and we lose that. Why do we do that to ourselves? This perfect, wonderful things happening, and you may arrive on the 19th of January. We're kind of thinking it's going to be around that time. It doesn't happen dead set on the 19th of January, unless you're having a Caesar, but that's another topic. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no control there. There's no control over the labor pains that you have. And then this baby's got no control. It's going, what the heck is happening to me? I'm just going somewhere. It's got no control over, whoa, stop, hang on a sec. It's not doing that. It's totally surrendering to the process of life. Why aren't we surrendering to the process of life? Try it. What if? That's my question that I ask you to all ask yourselves every day. What if I just surrendered? What if? You know, and that feels so light. It feels so light. I surrendered in a mess here on the floor, listening to the song I Surrender, which is, if you can find it on YouTube, Hillsong. I surrendered to such a beautiful version of it. It's really lovely. And I get goosebumps. I love it. It's so beautiful. But if I get stuck and I'm in that, which doesn't happen, can't even remember the last time. So this was years ago, on the floor, surrendering and crying my eyes out. It was a massive process. It wasn't easy. I didn't just go, righto, okay, that's it. Today I'm surrendering. It wasn't like that. It was an actual experience of completely surrendering. Having faith and trust wasn't enough for me. I had to surrender. It was in the surrender that my life blossomed, that my life flourished. My life is rich. That's why I call it rich living. I need to keep coming back to that because my life is so rich in so many ways because I surrendered. See, if I had somebody listening now that was helping me, they'd write that down and there'd be a meme. What did I just say? I'm going to have to replay that. It is. It's in the surrender that you flourish. You can grow more. You attract more. I've got it up on my wall. I keep flicking over my wall. I've got attract, grow, flourish. Attract, grow, flourish. Does that help you, Lisa? Okay. Love to attend. Booked already. Robert. Oh, good, Justine. Love Jim Carrey. I get that. I'm starting to accept that this is how my life is supposed to be. And I think when we sit in the acceptance, it is a bit like those 7 stages of grief. Is it 7 stages of grief? Whatever that is. But there's a point where you actually do accept it. And this is the way my life is now. I accept that my parents are no longer here. That's a true story for me, by the way. I'm not making this one up. I accept that my parents are no longer a part of my life. I accept that. I actually have a different life now because they're not in it. It is a different life. And this is how my life's supposed to be. My life without parents. We become influenced by outsiders. We are too conditioned. We are. And, you know, we need to be the change. We need to be the change that we want to be. We want to be this change. I think you all just had a mini workshop. There's 2 mini workshops this week, which I love. I love because I just, you know, and especially when I talk about that whole baby thing, and I think about when I gave birth to my babies, Sophie was not in there. Bloody Sophie was 5 weeks early. I had no control over that. And my God, I should talk about the breakdown I had around that. Actually, that might be my 5:55 tomorrow. Good topic. Yeah. All right. Okay. Thank you. High vibes. Poo. You know, I'm going to get a Snapchat filter where we can go poo and little sparkles and love hearts are going to come off for high vibes. All right. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, my friends. And I will see you tomorrow morning at 5:55. Bye-bye.